Okay, good morning, everyone. I'm going to call the meeting to order. At this time, I would like to remind council and municipal staff that this meeting is being live streamed to the public. All council meetings are also recorded. Recordings will be available to the public on the township's YouTube account. Physical attendance of the public at this meeting is restricted due to the COVID-19 pandemic. This meeting is held electronically under Bylaw 2020-70 to amend Procedural Bylaw 2018-117 pursuant to Section 238 of the Municipal Act 2001 as amended. The national anthem is unavailable due to the restrictions of our technology, so we will move to the First Nations land acknowledgement. As we gather today, I would like to acknowledge on behalf of council and our community that we are meeting on the traditional territory of the Algonquin people. We would like to thank the Algonquin people and express our respect and support for their rich history. And we are extremely grateful for their many and continued displays of friendship. We also thank all the generations of people who have taken care of this land for thousands of years. And with that, we'll move to the adoption of the agenda. Now there is an amendment to the agenda, council. We will be removing the second in-camera session, and that those items will be dealt with or addressed in January at that meeting. So with that, the recommendation is that the regular council meeting agenda for Tuesday, December 21st, 2021 be approved as amended. Could I get a mover, please? Moved by Councillor Schulis, seconded by Councillor Wilmer. All those in favor? And that's carried. Is there any disclosure of pecuniary interest this morning?
No.
None here.
Okay, we're not seeing any. Then we'll move to my mayor's address. Oh, and I just clicked the wrong thing. Okay, hang on. Okay. Good morning, everyone. The Township of Madawaska Valley's Municipal Service Awards celebrate the service achievements of the most important resource this organization has, our dedicated employees and volunteer firefighters. Their effort, skills, and expertise bring the municipality's vision to life, delivering the quality services our community relies on every day. Throughout the current pandemic, we have experienced the importance of teamwork in pulling together to safely respond to our community's needs. Employees have gone above and beyond to implement the recommendations of public health in the workplace, to balance work from home with evolving family needs, and to implement new technologies that increase transparency and public interest in municipal operations. Our volunteer firefighters have risen to the task of maintaining critical emergency services while minimizing potential health risks. Successfully meeting these challenges requires the kind of dedication, loyalty, and commitment to service excellence that is recognized by these service awards. Our honorees have all achieved another milestone in their many years of service. In an ever-changing municipal environment, that is something well worth celebrating. On behalf of council, I'd like to thank our honorees and express our deepest gratitude to each and every one of them for making Madawaska Valley a fantastic place to live, work, and play. This year's honorees with 5 years of service include Equipment Operator Randy Broughton, Operations Supervisor Mike Phillips, Chief Building Official Earl Dombrowski, and volunteer firefighters Justin Rakowski, Sean Dombrowski, and Nolan Dombrowski. Honorees with 10 years of service include Equipment Operator Stanley Rumleski and volunteer firefighter James Plebin. The honorees with 15 years of service are Mechanic Clifford Borutsky, Operations Manager Hillary Kuchkowski, Volunteer Fire Captain Earl Dombrowski, and volunteer firefighters Andrew Pekarski, Ian Saran, and Tim Buklinski. The honoree with 20 years of service is volunteer firefighter Jason Zebarth, and our honorees with 30 years of service are accounting clerk Marie Lorbetsky-Cowan and volunteer fire captain Delmer Rakowski. On behalf of council, I'd like to thank them all for the role they have played as valued members of the Township of Madawaska Valley team. This past fall, the Joint Municipal Physician Recruitment and Retention Committee was saddened by the passing of one of our own, Mr. Desmond Quad. Desmond was one of the founding members of this committee when it was originally formed back in 2006. At that time, he was a councillor for the Township of Brudenell, Lyndoch, and Raglan. When he left municipal service, Desmond continued his work on the committee as a community representative up until the time of his death. Des was respected by all his colleagues and valued for his contributions, observations, understanding of spreadsheets, and keen math skills. We will miss his kind smile, the twinkle in his eye, and his financial acumen. The committee extends our sincere condolences to his family and friends. This is the last regular council meeting of 2021. Our next meeting will be held at 10 a.m. on January 11th, 2022. As we look forward to celebrating the festive season with family and friends, we remain in the COVID-19 pandemic, and we find ourselves poised in the calm before the Omicron variant storm. There is no certainty about how Omicron will affect our families, our community, or the healthcare and essential services we all rely upon. What we do know is that it's going to take a renewed vigilance to following the guidance of public health to keep our communities safe. Getting vaccinated, wearing better fitting masks, washing our hands, limiting the size of gatherings, and minimizing our exposure to others will all help stop the spread of this disease. Putting the health and well-being of others first is the best gift of all. On behalf of council and municipal staff, I'd like to wish all of Madawaska Valley a very Merry Christmas and a happy, healthy, and safe New Year. Thank you. All right, this morning we have an in-camera session, which we are going to do before our delegation. So the recommendation is that the meeting enter in-camera session to discuss matters for the purpose of educating or training the members. Ontario Municipal Act 2001, Chapter 25, Section 239, 3.1.1. Number one is Jason Healy, McKillican and Associates, in-camera session regarding letter from the treasurer, management's responsibility for the consolidated financial statements and regarding our financial statements for 2020. Could I get a mover, please? Moved by Councillor Wilmer, seconded by Councillor Schulist. All those in favor? And that's carried. All right, Gwen, if you could let me know when we're